Hey guys, welcome back to Vince-Vell Custom. So to start off the new year for 2014, I am sharing with you my Vitoria Bust that I painted up for a client. Now they gave me the bust and they said, hey, do what you want, you have free reign to do whatever you want. So I was like, this is going to be a great project. So while I had my broken thumb the other month, I was sitting on her and I was trying to come up with ideas of how to really paint her up and what I could come up with. So looking through all my stock photography pictures and my all my reference material I have on my computer, I came across a picture of a blonde in a corset, red and black, with dirty blonde hair, and I was like, you know, that would look pretty cool as a, you know, the bust. So that's what I wanted to go with. So I was like, that's what I'm going to do. So I'll go from the bottom all the way up to the top on how I came up with it. So for the base, I wanted to not focus on the base. I wanted a nice simple base and really not, you know, because I could do marble, you can make it wood, but yeah, I didn't really want to focus too much on the base because there's a lot there. So I did a flat black with tin bins from Sodato paint and some copper paint, and I dry brushed it all up and I flattened it as much as I could to give it that patina look. I wanted to really get that look of it's just like a worn, you know, bronze base. So that's what I went with that. Now, as for the red and black, it's basically the black is a Tamiya gunmetal flat all around, and then what I did with that is I did some shadowing with some blacks, and then I also did a light coat of, you know, interference blue with a purple, and then I flattened that all down, so it gives it like a silky black look. So you get that, so you're able to get all the different details on her and all that stuff. So we'll get in some close shots in a second. And the same thing with the red. The red is a flat red with some, I think it's golden burnt sienna shadowing and then some black shadowing, but not strictly black. It's a little bit of that burnt sienna mixed in with it with like a drop or two of blue. So I didn't want to just do straight black on there. And then after that I misted down some interference red. So it gives it like that silky red look. So I wanted to give it like a silk look than just straight black. So in different lights and stuff you get that sheen. Now you're probably getting a lot more reflection because of the sun, but it's in person it's not as much. And then for this little detailing around here, it's kind of like a purplish blue red, so that kind of gives that edge of that silk sash different than just straight up red. So onto the skin tones. So it's Garage Kit skin tones, and I didn't want to go too virgin flesh with her because I didn't want her to look vampire-ish. I wanted to give her almost that vampire type look, but not as much. So it's kind of like she has that look to her, but she's not. So I was kind of just making her a little bit darker, a little bit more, you know, I guess you could say a little bit more suntanish and a little bit more color to her. So that's kind of when I went with that. And then as for the hair, it's not, you know, straight yellow. It's yellow that's mixed with the actual flesh tone that's on her, and then some of the burnt sienna look in there. So it gives it that dirty look. And then if you're catching in the lights and you can see some sheen and shine to it, just some highlights here and there. I did some pearlized gold on there to give it that silky, you know, hair look to her, because you want to make it pop a little bit more. And then I don't like gold jewelry. I'm a fan of the silver, and I figure with going with that type of hair, blonde, and then if you throw gold onto her, you'll lose it all. So I figured the jewelry will look good as the silver. So it's all painted in silver, and then what I did was I brushed on some Garage Kit Colors acrylic chrome, and then I sealed it. So it gives it that, like, you know, silvery type look, so I think it looked pretty good. As for the face, of course, you know, I like to do the heavy eyeshadows and the blush. And then I wanted to go with that 90s style of lips where you have that little black line going around the edge of the lips and everything with the red. And then the eyes are Archer Transfer eyes. They're not the superhero eyes that I have for sale. They're the actual other lighter ones that they have on their website. So I wanted to give her like a lighter look eyes. And then that's pretty much what I came up with. So we'll get in some close looks to her so you guys can see. And she was a really lot of fun to paint, really well sculpted, just an amazing piece, and just had a lot of fun with it. The arms are actually detached, so I did design a pin to go in them so that at the end I could just glue them in. The hardest part was this piece here. What I actually had to do was, it wasn't working when I put the hand in, the piece wasn't actually going in flush. So what I did is I chopped it up, I glued in the hand, with the finger here, and then what I did is I sculpted some A's on it when she was all painted, and then I touched up the hair and I repainted it all. And the same thing with this piece here. I glued this in at the end, did some A's up there, and then I painted it, because it was just, it's very hard to actually try to paint with all that glued in the beginning. It's better to do it at the end. So getting closer so you guys can see what I did. As you can see, the lips, I did a nice gloss on the lips, gave her some nice blush, made the eyeshadows very dark. It's purple in there, and I wanted to give her green eyes. They may look a little blue with the color scheme, but they're actually green. And as you can see, the hair, how it hits the lights with different shines on it. I like to make the hair shiny and silky and make the skin tones flat. It gives it that, like, you know, those fake commercials you see online with the hair conditioner where the, you know, female sitting there and the hair is just glowing. So that's kind of what I like to come up with. So as you can see with the outfit, it hits it with different areas. So it's not just straight black. You never want to just do straight black on an outfit and you don't get it as look. So if you can see, like, maybe around in here, you're getting hit with some blue and purple. So that's kind of like the look on it. And the same thing with the reds. As you can see, you get some of that silky hit look to it. And it's just an amazing sculpt. Roberto sculpted this. I forget his last name, but he's just an amazing sculptor, and he just absolutely blew this out of the water. It's just an amazing piece. I mean, the hair, all the detailing in the jewelry, it's just unreal. So that is my Victoria paint up. Hopefully you guys like the way it came out. Had a lot of fun painting her up. I'm glad to be back to working after a broken thumb. And hopefully you'll see more come 2014. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.